Okay, this is one of my favorite lessons in this whole course, and I know I say this a lot, but just between you and me, it's kind of the dark underbelly of this whole course. The reason being, if you're not in great position, it's much harder to hit a great backhand. Definitely not impossible, but very tricky. In my opinion, this is probably the single most important factor in developing a consistent, powerful, accurate, killer backhand. And we're talking about positioning. Without it, it's very tough. So why screw around? Let's get right into how you can consistently get in great position so you can tee off on your backhand and control the point. Let's go. Now, as a disclaimer, there will be times where you're forced to hit a high backhand or a backhand out of position, and these give everyone trouble, and we'll go over exactly what to do in those situations in another video. But this video is all about how to get in great position so that you can minimize the number of times that you have to do that. Right out of the gate, let's define great positioning. What is it? To me, that means you're hitting the ball in your strike zone, so somewhere between your knees and your mid-chest, at a comfortable distance between you and the ball. That's our goal on every shot. If we do that, we're in great position. Okay, Ramon, so how do you do that? Well, here's a few things that'll help you. Number one, watch your opponent's contact. This is probably the most important key to getting in great position. And a great coach, whose name escapes me, once said that your brain is capable of determining with 98% accuracy where the ball your opponent hits will land within 10 feet of leaving his racket. That sounds crazy, but it's true. You really want to dial into the moments leading up to contact, and the moment it leaves your opponent's racket. You're looking for what his racket's doing as it approaches the ball. Like, is it going low to high? Is he hitting with topspin? Is it going to high to low? Is he slicing it? Or is it level? You're also listening for the sound the ball makes. Like if it's a cannon shot, you know it's a really solidly hit ball. Or if it's a shank, it's probably not going to be a very deep penetrating shot. It might do something crazy. And finally, you're watching what the ball does once it leaves his racket. Is it high or low? What's the trajectory of the ball? Does it have a ton of spin or no spin? Did he shank it or did he hit it cleanly? Can you call it out before it lands or not? Okay, kidding on that last one. Number two, practice observing what the ball does while in the air with different spins. And most importantly, what it does once it bounces. Does it have a sharp arcing motion? Is it more of a lazy floater? Is it knifing downward? You're going to notice what the sharp arcing huge topspin balls really kick up off the ground quickly, whereas the knifing slices stay really low, and the hard flat balls kind of stay a little more true to their trajectory. Number three is stay on the balls of your feet and keep your feet active. The lighter you are on your feet, the more you'll be able to adjust, readjust, and readjust again if you have to, and that'll lead to you hitting better shots, more winners, and more victories because you'll be in better position. And finally is anticipation. And this really comes with experience, and I'm not going to get too much into it in this course, but you'll automatically get better at this the more you play, the more balls you watch, and just the more patterns you notice. So a great exercise to practice this is get a ball machine or a hitting partner and have him or the machine feed you balls with random heights and spins. And leave your racket at the contact point, the 45-degree angle. And don't try to hit the ball, but just focus on moving your body into position so that you're at a comfortable distance and the ball is in your strike zone. When you can do this 10 balls in a row, making clean, solid contact at the 45 in the center of the racket, then start to go through your strokes. I can't emphasize this enough. This concept of positioning is probably the single most important thing you can understand and master. So keep coming back to this video to review and keep working on it, because if this becomes automatic, your backhand and your game as a whole is going to go up exponentially.